Just because you lock up your bike every day doesn't mean that it's safe. Daily Iowan TV's Ross Copenhaver has more on how to keep your bicycle protected.
Simply locking up your bike may not be enough anymore. Unfortunately, many bikes on the UI campus go missing each year.
The number one really kind of crappy thing to happen is, oh, I got my bike stolen and I didn't have it locked up.
But even locking up your bike may not be enough to protect it from harm. Seats and wheels that can be easily removed often are, especially if the bike is left alone for long periods of time. It doesn't take much effort to secure your bike. Michael Chamberlain, owner of the Broken Spoke, shows us just how long it takes to chain up a cycle. Locks come in various shapes and sizes, each with their own advantages, so it is important to know where you are locking your bike at. Just remember, chaining your bike is always better than taking a chance.
Like even if you had like this little dinky lock on your bike, that's at least going to act as some theft deterrent.
Now you can get a decent bike lock for around $20, but some people prefer to not even take that chance, keeping their bike safe in their apartments or their rooms. Ross Copenhaver, Daily Iowan TV.
You can register your bike with the university through ISIS. This will improve your chances of getting it back if it is stolen.
Driving through Iowa City might take a little longer this week. Road construction on Gilbert Street will start Tuesday. During this time, traffic will be reduced to a single lane between Washington and College Street. Workers will replace the pavement at the intersection of Gilbert and Washington. This area is badly worn down, and renewing it will make it safer for driving during winter. The construction is part of the Iowa City Street Division's mission to wrap up their concrete and asphalt projects this season.
There may be some traffic backups, but we'll try to keep the traffic flowing as smooth as possible with just one lane closed.
Weather permitting, construction will take place until the end of the day on Friday.
After impressing President Barack Obama, 2 UI law graduates may handle all federal law cases in Iowa. Obama nominated Stephanie Rose and Nicholas Kleinfeld to be federal prosecutors in the state. Rose graduated from the UI law program in 1996, and Kleinfeld received his law degree in 2000. Once the U.S. Senate approves Rose and Kleinfeld, they will handle prosecutions in Iowa. And now, Daily Iowan TV Sports' Rob Miller joins us for a look at sports. And Rob, this past weekend, the Hawks had an amazing comeback or turnaround. I hear that they're going to get some awards. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the team was down early, but they really showed some great resolve and, came back on the Nittany Lions. It was a big game in the second half, and now that performance in the second half is earning some of Iowa's individuals a few honors. And when you upset a top 5 team, you get a little bit extra love from the Big Ten. Coach Ferentz led the Hawks into Happy Valley, and they tamed the Nittany Lions to the tune of a 21-10 beatdown. Much of their success on Saturday came on defense and special teams, and Monday, the Big Ten recognized linebacker Pat Anger as Defensive Player of the Week. 14 tackles to go along with an interception and a crucial forced fumble earn him this week's honor. Check out the hustle on this play. He gets cut by a Penn State lineman, never gives up though, and pursues the running back to cause the fumble that got the ball back for Iowa. And speaking of never giving up, defensive end Adrian Claiborne has also been honored as the Special Teams Player of the Week. His block punt that he scooped and scored for a touchdown changed the momentum in Iowa's favor, and the Hawks never looked back. This is the 4th week of the season, and Iowa has now had a Player of the Week honor each of those weeks. Past honors have gone to Jeremiah Hunter for his blocked field goal against UNI, Tyler Sash against ISU on defense for his 3 picks, and punter Ryan Donahue on special teams against Arizona for his coffin corners. Iowa now welcomes in Arkansas State this weekend for an 11 o'clock kickoff at Kinnick Stadium. And what a weekend it was for Hawkeye Nation. Daily Iowan TV Sports' Zach Schulte now takes you on a ride of highs and lows and ups and downs as we rank the University of Iowa athletics teams in Power Rankings.
Your late September edition of Power Rankings starts off with the men's golf team at number 5. The men teed off this morning in Richmond, Virginia for Day 2 of the VCU Invitational, and as of late this afternoon are tied for 9th place overall. The volleyball team falls to number 4 this week after a 3-0 loss to Minnesota. The Black and Gold travel to University Park to take on Penn State on Friday. At number 3 is the soccer team. With a tough loss after a long winning streak at home, Ron Rainey's squad fell 1-0 while visiting the University of Minnesota. The Black and Gold are at Drake on Tuesday. With your number 2 spot is the field hockey team. Tracy Griesbaum's squad recently traveled to Ann Arbor, Michigan, And with 3 second-half goals, the Hawks pull off a 3-2 victory. They take on Indiana at home on Friday. That's right, at number 1 this week is your Hawkeye football team. In case you missed the game, the Hawks traveled to Happy Valley where they took on the 5th-rated team in the country Saturday. With a combination of relentless pressure by the black and gold defense and the 1-2 punch of Weger and Robinson at the running back position, Coach Behrenson's squad came out with a 21-10 victory. The Hawkeyes will now prepare to host Arkansas State for their final non-conference game of the season this Saturday. Those are your final power rankings for the last week of September, and for the Daily Iowan TV Sports, I'm Zach Schulte.
Many athletics teams return home this weekend and check back on Thursday for our weekend sports preview. And it was a Southside showdown on the intramural football field Sunday night. The 0-1 Hallways of Shirashama took on the 1-1 Mel Kiper's Best Available. Both teams are comprised of players who hail from the south side of Chicago and played high school football with or against each other. The Hallways took an early lead when QB Mike Galick connected with Brian Riley for the touchdown. The Hallways widened the gap again with another nice pass for a touchdown here by Steve McGowan. Mel Kiper's Best QB Anthony Rappold finally added some points with an easy toss to Mike Carrero in the end zone, but Hallways were on their game with an amazing grab by Mike Thomas. Check that out. Woo! They get the 21-7 lead. Then QB Anthony Rappold scored again with a rush and dive for the touchdown. Mel Kiper's Best Available wasn't able to fully recover, even with some help from Zach Egan with the interception. The Hallways took the 21-14 win to improve their record to a 1-1. And here's a look at the rankings for the rest of the Men's Intramural Football League. UISC has come out early as the top dogs, but look out for Team Pup and Suds. It's never a bad idea to represent old Disney movies. My favorite right there, the movie Brink on Disney Channel from our childhood. What's your favorite Disney Channel original movie?
Brink is all right, but I'd say I'm more of a motocross person.
And Tiffany?
I'm more of a Halloween town.
All right.
Thanks so much, Rob, for sports. And now, Daily Iowan reporter Aaron Petty joins us in the newsroom. And Aaron, you're working on a story about the reopening of the IMU and a new bowling alley. How is this bowling alley different from the one that we've seen before?
The original one built in 1955 had about 16 lanes, and this one's only going to be about 6 lanes, so it's quite a bit smaller.
And about how much is this going to cost for students to use this bowling alley?
I'm not sure how much it's going to cost right now. It'll be based on how much it costs to run the bowling alley.
Thanks, Aaron. That was Daily Iowan reporter Aaron Pettit, and you can read her article in Tuesday's Daily Iowan. And here's a look at some of the other top headlines in Tuesday's Daily Iowan. See why bicyclists aren't the only ones getting ticketed by the police, and read how the university is looking to bring more international students to campus. Well, that's your Monday edition of Daily Iowan TV.
Be sure to tune in on Tuesday to learn what a group on campus called the Energy Hawks does.
And in sports, we will have your sights and sounds from Kirk Ferentz's Tuesday press conference.
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.